So we traced angle 1, it was the same as angle 5. We traced angle 4, it's the same as angle 8. If, I'm not going to ask you to, if I ask you to trace angle 2, do you think it's going to match angle 6? Okay, anytime we have corresponding angles, what do you think is going to be true? Okay, what's the math word for matching? Ah, congruent. So if you could go to page 7, and on page 7, where it says corresponding angles, we're going to write in the word congruent. Okay, let's go back to our discovery activity. All right, place your patty paper back on angle 1, the OG angle. Okay. Now, angle 1 and angle 8 are what kind of angles?
They're like flipped ones. The opposite.
They're the alternate exterior.
They are alternate exterior. Okay, so let's make some observations here. What I'd like you to do is take your traced angle and move it and rotate it to see if it matches up with 8.
Wait.
Does it match up with 8? Okay, so angles 1 and 8 are the same. What do you think is going to be true about any pair of alternate exterior angles? Okay. So we're going to use the math word congruent. And so over on page 7, it's actually the third picture we talked about. Alternate exterior angles are congruent. I know what's happening. Okay, back to our blue paper. Okay, I'll show this. You keep it on the picture. Place your patty paper on angle 4. Okay, angle 4 and angle 5 are what kind of angles? Look at your picture. Alternate interior. Okay, so we know that it's on angle 4. Rotate it and move it down. What is true about angle 4 and 5? Okay. So we could do this with all of our angles. Okay. For alternate interior. Alternate interior angles are going to be congruent when we have parallel lines. So, alternate interior, I want you to write the word congruent. Okay, Landon thinks we're going to write the word congruent on all of them.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's answer the last question. Okay. What I want you to do, okay, 4 and 6 are consecutive interior angles. So can you put your angle back on 4? Okay. And then I want you to move it. Can you fit it so that it's the same as 6? No. Okay, so Landon, I'm sorry, you're wrong. Consecutive interior angles are not congruent, but they do have a special relationship. Okay? Which angle does 4 match up with? 8? Okay? So we know that 4 and 8 are the same because they're corresponding. Can you tell me what's true about 6 and 8? They know, Matt. They're adjacent. What else besides adjacent? Do you see how they make a straight line? 6 and 8 are supplementary. Angle 8 plus angle 6 is going to equal 180. But didn't you tell me that 4 and 8 are the same?
So then 3 and 6 are the same.
3 and 6 are the same, but what's true about 4 and 6? They're not the same, but what are they going to add up to be?
180.
Okay, and what do we call that when they add up to 180? Supplementary. So what I'd like you to do, consecutive interior angles are supplementary. Okay, so that's the only oddball. If we have consecutive interior angles, they are going to be supplementary. So what we need to be able to do, not only do we need to look at our picture and be like, oh yes, I know what kind of angles these are, corresponding, alternate interior, whatever. You need to be able to know the relationship, but you also need to be able to tell what the measure is, okay? So I want everybody to go to the top of page 8. Okay? So in a little bit, yeah. Okay? So at the top of page 8, we're going to look at number 1. We have parallel lines, and it's giving us that angle 1 is 68 degrees. Okay? Who can raise their hand and tell me another angle measure that they know?
5.
What is angle 5?
Wait, 7. Wait, there's 60.
Okay, so angle 5 is 68 degrees. Why?
Corresponding with 1.
Ooh. 1 and 5 are corresponding angles, so angle 5 is also 68 degrees. What else can you tell me? No. What is the alternate exterior angle to number 1? 8. And what did we write down about alternate exterior angles? They are congruent. So we can write that angle 8 is 68 degrees. Since they are alternate exterior angles, we know that they are congruent. Hey, what kind of angles are 1 and 4? This is from the other day. They are vertical angles. Matthew, what's true about vertical angles? And they're the same. Okay? So they're congruent. 1 and 4 are congruent. So 4 is also 68 degrees. Okay? Now, if 4 is 68 degrees, what kind of angles are angles 4 and 6? They are consecutive interior. And what did we decide was true about consecutive interior angles? What word did we write down? Supplementary. So we know that angle 6 plus angle 4 needs to equal 180. So if we take 180 and we minus 68, what do we get?
180 minus 68.
112. So angle 6 is 112. Okay. What's angle 2? Ah, and what's the relationship there between angle 2 and angle 6? They're corresponding. So we know that that is also 112. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. What's true about angle 3 and angle 6? What kind are those? No. They're both inside. They're alternate interior. We know that alternate interior angles are congruent. So we know angle 3 is 112. Hey, what's angle 7? 112. We can do this a couple different ways. We could say, oh, hey, 3 and 7 are corresponding. We could say, wait, which one am I talking about?
I don't know.
I'm talking about angle,
7.
which one did we just,
7.
7?
I think. Yeah.
You just have to
Okay. 3 and 7 are corresponding. 3 and 2 are vertical. 2 and 6 are corresponding. There's a lot of different ways to get all of those. Okay. Okay. Let's look at number 2. Everybody find angle 7 and write in 134. Channing, give me another angle that's also 134.
Which one did we just do? 7.
Angle 5 is 134. What kind of angles are 7 and 5? So I see one angle on the outside and one in the inside. Notice how they're in the same place? Corresponding, they're corresponding. Okay. All right, another angle that's 134. Wait, we're done with this. Oh, this is accepted, okay. So angle 5 is 134. What's another one? Josie? Angle 3 is 134. Okay. We know that angles 7 and 3 are alternate interior angles, so they're congruent. Okay. One more. Angle 1. Angle 1 and 7 are vertical, so we know that they have to be the same. All right. Well, if angle 7 is 134, what's true about angle 6? And how'd you get 46? Okay, so angle 6 is 46. Since we have consecutive interior angles, we can take 180 minus 134 to get that supplementary angle. And if angle 6 is 46, then so is angle 2, and so is angle 4. What's angle 8? Angle 8 is also 46. Now, I know that